and welcome to another edition of Long Beach Treasures. I'm your host, Harvey Keller. Once again, this time we're going to view another modern home here in Long Beach, and I think that you're going to find that this is truly spectacular. So if you'll come with me, we'll go check it out. Hi, Michael.
Hello. Hi, Harvey. How are you?
I'm fine. Thank
Good.
you for letting us come and check out another house.
Sure, come on in.
Now, this is a modern style. Is there any particular type of architecture in the modern vein that this would be classified as?
Well, people call it mid-century modern. It's probably the most popular way to say it. It was built in 1952 by an architect named George Monteith, who did work here in Long Beach. There's a couple other homes around this area and a large one in Belmont Shore. Well, Naples, I think, that we've seen.
And what's the square footage here?
The square footage is 3321.
Oh, that's large.
4 bedroom, 4 baths. It's a U shape around a big courtyard in the back.
You know, just from this vantage point here, just looking towards the dining room, this is just absolutely spectacular.
Thank you, thank you. I think the most interesting thing about this house is that George Monteith designed this very casual, informal living dining situation, which now we call a great room. And it's kind of come full circle because it sort of went out of style for a couple of decades and now it's come back again.
The ceilings are almost like a Cliff May home, aren't they?
Yes, it was typical in those days to do open beam ceilings. And this one has the clear story windows that run through both the living room, dining room, and then also on the other side of that paneled wall there into the breakfast area.
This is beautiful flooring. What is it?
It's an aniline dyed maple. It's a sort of a taupe-colored dye on the maple. And the walls are original raffia wall covering from the period, which was in very good condition. I was able to save.
This is from the original, when the house was originally built?
I believe so.
Wow. Quite an extensive fireplace, too.
Yes, the house has an extensive use of excuse me, Bouquet Canyon stone, both on the outside and the inside. Both fireplaces and hearths are out of the Bouquet Canyon, and then all of the planter areas in the backyard and around the house are also the same stone. The house was extensively remodeled in 1967, and I'm not sure if it was from the original family. The original owner was the Dodge dealer owner, the man who owned the Dodge dealership in Long Beach. I can't remember his name at the time.
It'll come to me. I know who you mean.
He apparently built the same exact house in Palm Springs, which I have not seen, but it's supposed to be the same exact floor plan.
The furniture is very, very modern. Is this a particular designer?
No, there's a mixture of period 50s pieces and also some brand new pieces, mostly Italian.
Would it be Glenn Thomas Dodge?
That's it. Glenn E. Thomas Dodge.
Told you I'd think of it along the way.
This is Glenn E. Thomas's house.
That is an unusual lamp, too.
A friend of mine did a whole collection of lamps like this some years back. It's about probably 10 years now. It's all wood, sliced very thin, like a
It's
wood
really
veneer.
quite striking when it's lit up with the, I guess that's glass inlay.
No, it's wood. It's just very thin wood.
Oh,
the
really?
light's just shining through the wood.
Oh, those are knot holes.
Right, those are knot holes.
I'll be darned.
Looks like fire, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's
The other great thing about this room is the soffit lighting, both the recessed down lighting and then there's other soffit lighting above. And also the built-in bookcases and display cabinet to the right here, and all the storage. This house is more storage than any house you'll ever see. There's a built-in stereo in this side, and then on the other side, that whole wall is dining room storage and built-in speakers for the stereo.
And the wall, the wood, is what?
I don't know what kind of wood it is. It's been recently refinished and we put an espresso stain on it, and I don't know the actual wood underneath. I'm not sure. But the greatest thing about the room and the whole house really are these great doors. There are two 12-foot sliders, so we can get 24 feet of glass and 12 feet by 8 feet high of open area when we open both doors.
So in the summertime, it's almost like living outside.
It is. It's amazing. The courtyard, the house wraps around all three sides of the courtyard, and the living room and den and master bedroom all have these huge doors that open out. So it's wonderful for entertaining because there's speakers throughout the house, and the party just goes right outside, and the courtyard just acts like another room.
What a beautiful courtyard.
Thank
That
you.
is-
It's a little wet right now. We had a little bit of rain this morning, but you'll see on the left side is the koi pond, and on the right side is the fire pit. So what I like about it is just the elements out here. When the fire's going and the water falls on, it's quite nice on a summer night.
I think I'd spend half of my life out here.
It's very restful. The sound of the water is amazingly peaceful, and what I like about the yard, the landscaping, and actually throughout some of the interiors is a very subtle Asian feel. There's a lot of specimen Japanese plants in the yard, both in the front and the back.
Even the little lanterns hanging up.
They're little Japanese lanterns, exactly. There's sort of a implied Asian screen there behind the whole back wall of the garage and the maid's room over there with the star jasmine climbing on it. There's not much of it left that you can see except on the end.
So you really have low yard maintenance, basically.
I don't have any lawn in the back. I have quite, the lot's about a quarter acre, so I have quite a lot of lawn in the front and the side because it's on a corner. But in the back, I don't have any lawn. I just have these planters, which I like a lot. Sort of rock garden and
Now, did you design this courtyard?
the planter in the middle was here, and the planter along the back was here, and everything else I put in. I put in all the slate. You can see that two sides of the U are covered, which is also nice because even when it does rain, you can still come outside and enjoy the yard. And then I have a sort of Japanese raking garden out there behind the trees. This is a Japanese black pine, Japanese maple behind it, which if you had been here just a few months ago would be solid red.
Oh.
It's quite beautiful.
While we're here, why not go in this door and circle around?
Okay, that's fine.
Do you have koi in here?
I do. I think they're shy.
Oh.
They're not showing themselves right now.
They're not ready for their close-up?
No.
Oh, wow.
the,
This is a large bedroom, isn't
This
it?
is the master bedroom. And like the living room, it has the open beam ceiling and the soffit lighting around, which I really like. At night, it's quite beautiful. It's a soft glow.
Now, are those closet doors with, is that glass?
Yes, I put the glass in. They were just solid, just flush doors before. The nice thing about the house is that not only do we have the wall of storage, but there's built-in cabinets inside.
Oh.
With TV cabinet.
Oh, yeah.
Quite convenient.
And they're all out of the way.
Yes.
This is really quite nice in here.
Thank you. Again, the furniture, some of it's period and some of it's new. And this way is the master bathroom.
Oh, wow, this is nice. I love the glass shower.
Thank you. I redid everything in this bath except for the cabinets.
Is this tile?
It is. It's handmade tile, and I did the whole shower and tub surround in that. I got rid of the curb on the shower, so the floor just runs straight through from the bathroom into the shower, which makes cleaning really easy, and it looks good. I like it a lot. The wallpaper was here. I'm actually not big on wallpaper, but this house had a lot of wallpaper in it, and it was quite well done. So some of it I left. You'll see some more in the den, but I left it in the living room, the den, and the master bedroom. This is the dressing room, which is probably the best thing about this master suite is the amount of storage in this
Dressing room?
in this dressing
Wow.
room.
It's another room.
Yes, it is.
Lord,
So-
I can see why you said there's more storage space in this house than any house you're ever going to find.
It's great. Most of it's empty right now because I can't fill it up. But it's got built-in shoe storage and all kinds of double poles and built-in drawers.
And then you have another little garden.
And I put in these French doors to make a little meditation garden out here. I was in love with this
Oh,
huge
neat.
60-foot podocarpus tree that's sort of sandwiched in here between the houses. And this yard wasn't really used for anything, so I thought it was a great opportunity to come out from the master suite and have a private little meditation garden out here.
This is neat.
Just ferns and bamboo.
Oh, you've got everything covered. I can't get over the size of this dressing room. It's as big as my house. Well, not quite. Which way are we going?
If you come this way,
Oh, I'm already lost.
the hall has two full linen closets, one for that bedroom and one for the guest bedroom. And then the guest bath is actually a mirror image of the master bath we just came from.
Oh,
Quite a different look. I wanted this one to be cooler and that one to be warmer, so it has a different feeling to it, but basically all the same elements. The floor was original and it's quite rare Franciscan tile, and I kept that, and everything else is new.
when you say Franciscan tile, is that made by the Franciscan monks?
No, there was up in Atwater Village in Los Angeles, there was a large ceramic place. They used to make pottery mainly. That's
Oh.
why they didn't make too much floor tile. It was mostly vases and pots for the yard. And this is the guest bedroom.
You know, Mike, I
Also
think
quite
if a
large.
guest came, they wouldn't want to leave.
It's also quite large and it has another wall of closets down here, which have actually two built-in closets, one on either end,
Oh,
which is great. You don't find this in new houses anymore.
oh, the glass doesn't go all the way through, does it?
No, it doesn't. We didn't want to actually see what was inside the closet, so it's back painted glass.
Oh, I like that. I think it's attractive.
Thank you.
And I notice you have your beds all pulled out from the wall. Is that by design?
Yes, I kind of have a thing about sleeping under windows. I don't like to be right under the glass, so, and I like to be able to walk up to the windows and look out. And luckily the rooms were big enough where I could do that.
This seems almost as large as the master bedroom, is it?
Almost.
Oh,
Smaller.
what a nice, oh,
This is the den, which I really enjoy at night. It's dark and cozy and has cork wall covering all around.
I was going to say, that looks like cork. It is?
It's real cork.
And the fireplace?
Fireplace has it's sort of a double fireplace in the corner, and again has the Bouquet Canyon stone. And there's
You
this,
can have a fire on each side?
yes I can.
Oh,
And then it has this great built-in entertainment center, which comes in very handy.
well, this is a nice room. I like this.
Thanks.
And with the doors open, you hear the water element. It would just be relaxing.
You know, the great thing about where the koi pond is and the waterfall is you can hear the water from just about any room around the house. It's very relaxing at night, especially when you're going to bed or waking up in the morning to hear it. And then we just go through this door and we're back in the entry hall.
Oh. Let's go check the kitchen out. I got to see everything.
Okay.
Now, how long have you lived here?
I've lived here about 3.5 years. Now, this is kind of an unusual room. It isn't that big in square footage, but it's really tall and has this great clear story.
There's
So-
neat pot lights up there, or track lights, whatever they're called.
Yes, cable lighting. So this room has this whole great built-in counter, lunch counter, breakfast counter, whatever, and I actually use it as a desk, and I work from home, so I can just look out on the yard and hear the water all day long when I'm working, which is quite nice. And I put in the wine refrigerator, and this is the rest of the kitchen.
Well, this is a nice sized kitchen.
It's very workable, good work triangle. I built in the refrigerator, and all the countertops are Caesar stone, and has the same maple floors throughout. Put in the under cabinet lighting. Otherwise, the cabinets are original. I just had them refinished.
What stain did you call this?
Espresso was the name of the color.
I like that color.
Sometimes when the sun hits it, it has a little bit of a red tinge to it, but it's pretty dark like coffee. And again, look at all this great storage for it's great for me working here because I have all my office supplies in here. And then this is the laundry room, which has even more.
I can't get over the cupboards. This house has I bet, have you ever counted them?
No. Well, I guess I counted them when I put all the hinges and the knobs on them, but I've forgotten.
Lord, I
what
can't
they counted.
believe all the...
And it's nice in here because when you're working, you can look out to the neighborhood. There's lots of big trees, and this is a private courtyard for the guest suite across the breezeway here. This is the breezeway entrance to the other street.
Oh. Is this a quiet neighborhood?
It's very quiet. It's quiet, and I like all the big trees. It's like living in a park sometimes.
You have a lot of modern sculptures and paintings and
I've been
wall hangings.
collecting art for a couple of decades now. So again, this is looking back through the breezeway on that side. What I love about the open floor plan is that it's very flexible. You do have to come outside to get into the other half of the house, but it's all covered. And with the great California weather, there are only a few weeks in the year when it's really cold, but usually it's really comfortable to come out the back door across the breezeway here, and you have a guest suite on one side, and then this door leads to the maid's suite in the garage.
Huh.
So if you'd like to come in. This could be a guest suite, or I think the original owner used it as a home office, and you'll see that it has this sort of formal entry here to it, and then the room has this whole built-in bookcase with 2 desks and typing areas, and I think this is where his home office was.
And then you have a private little patio.
And it has
as
the
you said.
private courtyard, which would be great for, if you did have it as a home office, for clients to come in from the street that way and not have to come through the rest of the house. So it's a great flexible area for teenagers to live out here, or an in-law, or an office, or even guests. And then it has a full bath here, and is separated and has some privacy from the rest of the yard with this great brise soleil, this is called.
And
then
down here, we
this-
keep going and going?
Yes, this is another little hall that comes down to a maid's room and bath.
Oh, you have a maid?
I don't have a maid. We just use it as an extra room right now. It's small but comfortable, and then a small bathroom that has an interesting corner shower, which is original, and it's all metal.
Oh, that's an interesting light above the medicine cabinet, too.
Yeah, just little halogen spots. But this has the ribbed glass and the metal cabinet, which I think is very interesting. I hadn't seen one before. And the
It's a little
terrazzo flat.
It's a lot smaller than your shower and your master bath.
Well, it is the maid's room.
Oh, he doesn't deserve the extras. As we came down, I noticed, what's this handle?
This is just part of the old-fashioned electrical box. So it still works, and we haven't had to change it.
Huh.
We've added new panels since, so it has had upgraded electrical, but this is the original.
And that, I assume, leads to the garage?
That does lead to a double garage, and there's another little yard on the side of it for potting and trash and the dog. Separate from the backyard here.
This sounds, just the water makes this so relaxing out here.
It is very relaxing. It's great in the summer to have barbecues.
It must be fun just to sit around the fire pit and have a glass of wine and talk.
It's very nice.
Well, I want to thank you for letting us come and see your house. I think it's fantastic. Getting to, I guess, appreciate a little more the side of modern architecture. I'd never paid much attention to it before, and since I've been doing some shows on modern architecture, I'm finding it to be much more attractive.
Well, there's a great emphasis on indoor-outdoor living, and you don't find that anymore in the new houses either, so it's kind of a special way to live.
Is modern architecture still popular?
Yes, it's a huge resurgence, and finding these houses and restoring them is a big pastime for a large segment of people now, so it's great because we're saving them all.
What would be the most spectacular modern architecture in Long Beach, by your judgment?
By my judgment, oh,
Can you think?
that's difficult. Residential or commercial?
Probably residential.
Probably, I do like all the George Monteith work. There's another house by George Monteith on Naples Island that's a similar floor plan to this. It's a U-shape, but it's 7,000 square feet and
Oh,
two
wow.
stories with a pool in the middle. And it's right on the canal and quite lovely. You might want to visit that house sometime and you'll see more of his work. And the other house that I like is the Hugh Davies house on Myrtle Avenue, which is
That's
totally different
beautiful.
from this, quite a bit older. But it's nice to see how the modern architecture, and especially in Bixby Knolls, changed from the 30s to the 50s and 60s. But this whole area is very rich in Killingsworth. There's some beautiful Killingsworth houses around here.
Well, again, thanks.
You're welcome.
For letting me come and check out your house because it's beautiful.
Thank you. Come back anytime.
Will do. I would like to take a couple of minutes now to talk to you about the Long Beach Historical Society. The Historical Society recently moved from the historic Breakers building into the 12th floor of the historic Security Pacific building at 110 Pine Avenue. The move was unexpected and costly, and now we're asking for your support to help us to continue to carry out the programs of the Historical Society. The Long Beach Historical Society has a membership of about 500. Now that's less than 1% of the total population of our city. A city the size of Long Beach, the 5th largest in the state, the 32nd largest in the nation, certainly can do better than that. So won't you please help us? A city the size of Long Beach cannot be without a historical society or a historical museum. How can you help? Simple. Become a member of the Long Beach Historical Society now. Membership starts as low as $40. Our photographs, publications, and gift memberships make ideal and great inexpensive gifts. So won't you please join us and help us to continue to document and preserve the history of Long Beach by becoming a member of the Long Beach Historical Society now. Contact the Long Beach Historical Society at area code 562-495-12110 for membership information, or email the Society at www.historicalsocietylb.org, or email me at lbtreasures.aol.com, and I'll make sure you get the information. And thanks for caring. And thanks for watching. That's our show for this time. Be sure and join us again next time as we take another walk through history and uncover more Long Beach treasures.